with Etikan, and let me get this thing going. Turn the thing to this way. Yep. Yeah. All right, I'm here with Etikan, and we will be presenting today the strange salvation and the 144,000 as we go a little deeper into the everlasting gospel, the gospel of the eternal kingdom. And we're going to begin today with the strange salvation, because the eternal gospel is an introduction to a movie that has been going on for quite some time. I think the movie really started to manifest itself in 2019, in the time of the sickness that was upon the earth. And people started realizing that life was like a movie that was playing out. Some people have been deceived by this movie, thinking that it is the people in this world who have written the script for the movie. Was it this week I was speaking, I made a comment. We see Britain coming out with the number of his name, which is a digital ID that they're going to require every British citizen to have. Without it, they cannot work, whatever, which is, of course, Revelation 13:17. And every nation is going to come out with that. So I was commenting on it and saying it was the number of his name, Revelation 13:17. And the comment was that, hey, they wrote the Bible, so they have written to us a script, and they are playing out the script before our eyes, mocking us. But I beg to differ. The script has been written by the Most High, and they can't help but play out the script. Now, the script is going to turn out into a full-fledged movie very soon. And the 144,000 are going to be players in this movie. And it's going to turn out into, it's going to be a love movie, adventure, suspense, action. What other genre you have? Science fiction, horror. What else? It's one big movie store. It's going to be whatever you saw in movies, it's going to manifest itself on this earth. So this is a strange salvation. This salvation is going to be different from what most people imagined. It's different from what has been taught to us in mainstream religion, especially Christianity, of these nice, dainty people, that righteousness is actually being nice, dainty, harmless, and all of that. The Most High is going to activate his people in the end times, and it's going to be one big show that is going to take place over this world. Now, let's look at the strange salvation. The strange salvation, where the wise is taken. We're looking at the principle of the Most High, taking and setting apart those who are wise, and then we'll see what he will do with those who he sets apart. Wisdom chapter 5, verse 1. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous man stand.
No. What is that? Go again. Go again. You can put your mouth closer. See if it, or take up the mic and see if it works with it closer to your mouth. Yeah.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before.
It's not coming through at all. Go again.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Go.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
It's not going through. Probably we and I need to use the same microphone. There's a lot of reading today. Go ahead. Try.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his Yeshua, so far beyond all that they looked for.
The strangeness of his salvation. And if you notice, it says here, before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors. It's not working either. You can try it. Made no account of his labors. And we know who the people of the Most High, that they have not made account of their labors. And we know these are like those of us in the transatlantic slave trade. They made no account of our labors. They exploited us. This is actually directly referring to us. Continue.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of the Ruach shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Elohim, and his lot is among the Kodeshim.
His lot among the saints. No, this is the wrong one. It's Wisdom 4, 7 to 20. Sorry about that. Wisdom 4, 7. Yeah.
But though the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest.
Continue.
For honorable age is not that which stands in length of time, nor that is measured by number of years. But wisdom is the grey hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age. He pleased Elohim, and was beloved of him, so that living among sinners he was translated.
He was translated. So when our lives please the Most High, sometimes he takes us early, and the people in this world, they cannot understand that. They will mock and laugh and say, oh, he worshiped the Most High and look what happened to him. His life is no better than other people. Continue verse 11.
Yea, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul. For the bewitching of wickedness obscures things that are honest, and the wandering of lustful desire undermines the simple mind. He, being made perfect in a short time, fulfilled a long time. For his soul pleased Yahuwah, therefore he hastened to take him away from among the wicked. This the people saw, and understood it not, neither laid they up this in their minds, that this grace and mercy is with his Kodeshim, and that he who has respected and that he has respect unto his chosen. Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the wicked which are living, and youth that is soon perfected, the many years and old age of the unrighteous. For they
Alright, so the righteous will condemn the dead righteous will condemn the wicked. Because what we are going to show you is that those righteous who are dead, that the Most High will bring them back into this world. Because the righteous live together forever, and their lot, as it said earlier, is with the saints. And we're going to see what the saints will do in the end. So, in the end time, the everlasting gospel, we're going to show you that the Most High is bringing back people once again into this world. It's something that a lot of people, they call it different names, but it is the principle of the Most High taking a soul that he has programmed to do a particular purpose, and if he wants that purpose to be fulfilled again, he will bring back that soul as he did with John the Baptist and Elijah. Continue.
For they shall see the end of the wise, and shall not understand what Yahuwah, in his counsel has decreed of him, and to what end Yahuwah has set him in safety.
So Yahuwah will take away the righteous to keep them safe from the wicked, so that at an opportune time he will bring back the righteous to this earth.
They shall see him and despise him, but Yahuwah shall love them to scorn, and they shall hereafter be a vile carcass, and a reproach among the dead for evermore. For he shall rend them, and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless, and he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste, and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish. And when they cast up the account of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquities shall convince them to their face.
So then we reach to wisdom. So then we reach to wisdom 5:1 to 5. Now, when the wicked become confused because they do not know what's going on, what the Most High is actually doing. Let's go over it again.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of the Ruach shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Elua, and his lot is among the saints.
So this is what we're going to look at more directly. Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of Alua, and his lot among the saints? His lot among the saints. Remember, the saints shall possess the earth, but around the time of the fourth beast. Around the time of the fourth beast, which is around this time that we're living in. Daniel 7:7-17. They've always been telling you that this is the time of the fourth beast. This is when the saints shall possess the earth. And when the saints shall possess the earth, there was a promise that the saints would come back. This is why we're telling you that in the end time here, many of the saints, many of the patriarchs, Daniel is here, several of these people are here, but in different persons, being placed there by the Most High. Daniel 7:7-17. Go ahead.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and, behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And, behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
So this is in the time of the fourth beast. Continue verse 9.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
All right, jump to verse 13.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion, and splendor, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Alright, go to verse 17 now.
These great beasts, which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth.
Alright, so this is the fourth kingdom. Go down to 23.
Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
So this is the New World Order, one world government system, which shall tread down the whole earth and devour the whole earth. Continue.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
So this beast will have the earth for a few years, 3.5 years. But continue, what will happen next?
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole earth, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him.
So the dominion shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. I remember it was the saints who were taken by the Most High and protected by him. Verse 28, Daniel 7.
Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitation much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart.
All right. Let's go a little bit deeper now. The righteous live forever. Wisdom 5. We looked at 6 to 23. The righteous live forever, and the Most High will use the righteous against Yahuwah's enemies. Now, I have read several times. I've read about the righteous being used by the Most High, and I never understood it. Now I'm getting understanding of how can the righteous do certain things that people would say, man, that is wicked. And I realize it's a judgment of the Most High, the righteous judgment. When the Most High has his people, he will activate his people to execute his righteous judgment upon this earth. Because the earth has been going on and people have been doing all sorts of wickedness. He has been sending people to war. Nobody wants to hear. His judgment has to come. The kings of the earth have been warned. They will not listen. The Most High's judgment will have to come, and he will use his saints to do his judgment. Wisdom 5 verses 6 to 23.
Therefore,
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us.
Hold on, let me see where to go. Go to 12.
Or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parts the air, which immediately comes together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we are born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. For the hope of the wicked is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passes away as the remembrance of a guest that tarries but a day.
Hold on, I'm lost. This thing here come up. Let me get it, try to get it out. what is happening here? Oh. Yeah, what verse were you?
14, end of 14.
Yeah. Yeah, 14.
End of 14.
Oh, you ended 14.
Yeah.
So go to 15.
But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with Yahuwah, and the care of them is with Allure.
All right, so this is what we want to get at. The righteous live forevermore. So the Most High sets apart the righteous, but they will live forevermore. And what will happen to them? Verse 16.
Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from Yahuwah's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Read that verse again.
He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Make the creature his weapon for revenge against his enemies. This is what is going to happen in the end. Go to verse 18.
He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet.
This is what I was just saying a while ago. How can the righteous do certain things? We see certain things in scripture that the righteous will do. The righteous will be acting in judgment, true judgment. And you want to know why certain things happened in the Old Testament, why Joshua was righteous, going through and warring, why Moses was righteous, going through and warring against the wicked nations. The same thing is going to come back in the end. Yes? And by the way, this shows the error of this Christian rapture thing. There are so many things to happen before the Messiah returns. So many things to happen in a very short time. And yet still, they are pushing this rapture doctrine that they are not going to be here. None of these things have kicked off as yet, but they actually want to leave. There are too many things to happen before the Messiah returns. The righteous judgment of the Most High has to be executed. There has to be this battle between good and evil that will take place upon the earth. So the righteous will, verse 18, he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of an helmet. Verse 19.
He shall take holiness for an invisible shield. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
The world will fight with him against the unwise, and this Revelation 12, when it tells you the earth opened up its mouth to help the woman, which shows you that even the nature itself will be fighting against the wicked in the end time. I tell you, it's going to be science fiction. Living science fiction movies coming up. All right? Better believe it. Verse 21.
Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of rout of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty.
There we go again. Even the floods shall cruelly drown them. So many things are going to happen in this world that is going to help the people of the Most High in this movie. Real life movie that is going to take place. Now, during this time, by the way, or before all of this takes place, there will be a second Exodus, purging of the proud, the rebellious, and the transgressors. So for us as saints, we must know that there's a second Exodus, purging of the proud, rebellious, and transgressors. And we ourselves here have been through the similitude of this, the exact similitude of this. And this is going to happen on a grand scale, we believe. The second Exodus, purging of the proud, rebellious, and transgressors, Zephaniah 3, verse 11 to 13. Hold on, please. Zephaniah 3, 11 to 13. Go ahead.
In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my Kadosh mountain.
So the proud will be, give me, use this. Let me try this. Put it behind you.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 2 1 2. All right. I don't know if it's coming through. Mic check 1 2 1 2. No, it's the same thing.
It's not coming through.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 3. It sounds okay. Okay. All right. Mic check 1 2. All right. Let me take this off and turn this down. Mic check. Mic check. All right. If you hear it doesn't sound good, you tell me. I'm gonna try using it. All right.
Oh, should I use that one now?
No, my voice is strong.
Oh.
So it will do better. All right. So here we have the proud will be taken away, them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain Zion. Verse 12.
I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahuwah. The remnant of Yasharal shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall any deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid.
All right, so this is what the Most High wants to remain, a poor and afflicted people who will trust in his name. And these people will not be haughty. He will take away the proud. So to get people to this position in the end time, he's going to bring them through what is called the wilderness of the people. And that is in Ezekiel, that we do almost every week. Ezekiel chapter 20, starting at verse 33.
As I live, saith Yahuwah Elohah, surely with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I'll bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I'll bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there I will plead with you face to face.
All right, so this final wilderness of the people, the Most High is going to do it with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out. And we believe that it is going to be on a scale that he will force the nations to allow the people to leave with his mighty hand and with his stretched out arm and with his fury poured out. But he's going to set these people aside and apart to filter out the proud and the rebellious and all of those negative one, the transgressors, so that they will be left a poor and afflicted people among them. And this is why we tell people, many people are saying that they are fleeing out of the midst of Babylon. You have to be willing to come out poor and afflicted. You have to be willing to come out living a poor and afflicted life. People are coming out trying to continue their lives as it was. But the Most High is ultimately going to strip people. And when He strips us, we have to be willing to go to the level of the poor and afflicted. Continue, please.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith Yahuwah, Alua. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I'll bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I'll purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. And I'll bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Yasharal. And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah.
All right, so this is it. A purging. And He will bring you to pass under the rod.
I think so. I think you can.
Yeah. I will cause you to pass under the rod. You see this rod here? The same rod that Moses used in the wilderness will be used again in the end time, in this wilderness of the people. It is speaking here about a figurative rod and also speaking about a literal rod. That rod will be the authority of the Most High. And it's under that authority that He will bring these people through the wilderness of the people. All right, so He says He will bring you out of the country where you sojourn, but you shall not enter. If you are rebellious, if you are proud, if you are a transgressor, you will not be able to go through. Continue, please. As for you, verse 39, is it? Verse 39.
As for you, O house of Yasharal, thus saith Yahuwah Alua, go ye, serve ye every one his idols, and hereafter also, if ye will not hearken unto me, but pollute ye my Kadosh name no more with your gifts and with your idols. For in mine Kadosh mountain, in the mountain of the height of Yasharal, saith Yahuwah Alua, there shall all the house of Yasharal, and all of them in the land serve me. There will I accept them, and there will I require your offerings, and the first fruits of your oblations, with all your Kadosh things.
All right, we're kind of giving you an idea of what this end time will look like. So after these people have been purged, and by the way, this wilderness of the people will be, let me not say it. Yeah, there are certain things that better not said. All right, so around this time also there will come the great day of Yahuwah's wrath. The great day of Yahuwah's wrath. Because we're going to show you how His righteous people will actually partake of this, His wrath. He will have some righteous people who will be partaking of it. Revelation 6 verse 12 to 17.
And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their place, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
So these are the people now who will be the enemies of the Most High. The kings of the earth, the great men of the earth, the rich men, the chief captains, the mighty men, every bondman and every free man. These are the unrighteous people who are going to run away from the wrath of Yahuwah. It says here the wrath of the Lamb. Go to verse 16.
And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
So take a note of this, the great day of the wrath of the Lamb, the great day of his wrath. Let's look at the untouchable army of the Most High who is going to execute his wrath in the end time. Joel chapter 2, verses 1 to 32. This is the science fiction movie going on, Joel 2, chapter 1 to 32. The 144,000, my people, are not going to be simple, easy people. They're not going to be there for decoration. They're going to be the worst nightmare of the people and the kings, the unrighteous people in this earth. What did I say, Joel?
2 1 to 36. The whole chapter.
Go ahead.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my Kadosh mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahuwah cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
All right, the great day. And we just read in Revelation about the great day of his wrath. Let's see what happens.
A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
All right, so if you match up this within the book of Matthew, when he tells you about great tribulation and he tells you that there has never been a time like that, and there never will be. It's the same thing with these people that are going to be activated. There is not going to be any like them ever before. The Most High is going to take back this world in style. In style. Because whenever we read about the Most High promising that he will do something, what did he say? And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. When the Most High is executing, it's going to be so obvious that it is supernatural, that it is the power of the Most High, that the whole world will know that he is Yahuwah. Just like at the time of Moses, when he parted the Red Sea, etc. And he did things supernatural that nobody could ever imagine that would happen. It's the same thing in the earth again today. He's going to take these people, he's going to activate these people into the greatest fighting force there is. Let me tell you something. If, for example, we as believers now, just get up now and say, oh, deliver our people and we're going to fight for our people. These people obliterate us in no time at all. Remember, everybody was come and laid claim for our people. They got rid of them. All of the people who got up and said, okay, deliver our people. Or Marcus Garvey says he's going to do this. Or Malcolm X says he's going to do this. And all of that. In South Africa here, Steve Biko, I think, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. They got rid of them. You think the Most High is going to make the same mistake? The Most High is going to activate these people and they're going to be so powerful. Everyone is going to be in awe of them and they are not going to be able to touch them. They are not going to be able to touch his people unless the Most High makes them touch them. Because we're going to speak about the two witnesses. And it says about the two witnesses that for 3.5 years nobody can touch them. And then the Most High will allow them to be killed. But guess what? The Most High come and revive them and take them up. Why did the Most High do that? Again, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. It's only Yahuwah that can raise the dead. So he's going to do that before the whole world. Remember, we're going to look at it. In Revelation 11, it tells you about the whole world will want them to die and will be celebrating. And the Most High make them look, they'll be there and leave them and they look destitute. And then the Most High just revives them in front of everybody. This is what the Most High is going to do. Supernatural things in this end time. And we are in for a real live movie treat in these end times. I'm telling you. Continue, please.
A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Are these human beings, or is this a science fiction movie? Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. Continue.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Mm-hmm.
Before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like the men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
That's what I'm telling you, they cannot get rid of this. Can you imagine all these people in the world with their weapons and all those things? They shall not be wounded if they fall on their sword, and they're not gonna make any mistake and attack one another. Yeah? They shall not be wounded. Continue.
They shall run to and fro in the city, they shall run upon the wall, they shall climb up upon the houses, they shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Yeah. It's a horror movie. Sun and moon get dark, and then you have these people running through, destroying as they go. Verse 11.
And Yahuwah shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahuwah is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
So, in order for us to avoid that in this end time, we have to return to Yahuwah. And this is why we have to be preaching, and begging, beseeching people, because they have no idea what is coming on this earth. This whole earth is going to be turned upside down. And it's those who are on the Most High side who are going to actually be victorious, because anyone else is going to suffer. It says, the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Go to verse 12.
Therefore also, now, saith Yahuwah, turn ye even to me with all your hearts, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. And rend your hearts, and not your garments, and turn unto Yahuwah your allure. For he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. Who knoweth if he will return and repent, and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto Yahuwah your allure?
Yes.
Blow the trumpet in Zion, sanctify a fast, call a solemn assembly. Gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breasts. Let the bridegroom go forth of his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. Let the priests and the ministers of Yahuwah weep between the porch and the altar, and let them say, Spare thy people, O Yahuwah, and give not thine heritage to reproach, that the heathen should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, Where is their allure?
So this section just spoke about us now returning to Yahuwah. And when we return to Yahuwah, Yahuwah will have pity on his nation, because he's going to remember the land. After he has his troop here executing and fighting against the wicked, Yahuwah will remember his land. Verse 18.
Then will Yahuwah be jealous of his land, and pity his people. Yea, Yahuwah will answer, and say unto his people, Behold, I will send you corn and wine, and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith, and I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen. But I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive them into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part towards the uttermost sea. And his sink shall come up, and his eel saver shall come up, because he hath done great things. For fear not, O land, be great and be glad and rejoice, for Yahuwah will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring. For the tree beareth her fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength.
All right, go to verse 25 now.
And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you.
So this is the restoration that is going to take place. Verse 26.
And ye shall eat in plenty, and be satisfied, and praise the name of Yahuwah your allure, that hath dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed.
Now look at verse 27.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Yasharal, and that I am Yahuwah your allure, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed.
So the Most High now is going to dwell in the midst of Yasharal, and we will know that we belong to him, and he belongs to us, and none else. But during this time now is when the Most High is going to pour out his ruach upon all flesh. Very important in this end time. We see Gentiles getting a heavy outpouring of the ruach of Yahuwah. We see this happening in the end time. Joel 2:28. Read it, please.
And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my ruach upon all flesh.
All right, so these now is speaking about Israelites and their sons.
And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions.
All right, so these are the children of Yasharal. But verse 29 says,
And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit.
these are the Gentiles. Because the Gentiles are the servants and the handmaids going into the kingdom. He will pour out his ruach upon them. And many people do not realize or understand how powerful the Most High ruach works through some Gentiles. This is it here, Joel 2:29. Continue. Oh, we don't need to do that. Yeah, continue.
And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of Yahuwah cometh.
All right, Joel 2:32 now, because this was in the book of Acts, I think, when the ruach was poured out on the disciples, and they used this verse. But we have to understand that the Bible itself, it is not a one-time thing. The Bible is a continuous book. So things will happen then, and it will happen again. And this is going to happen again in the end time. Verse 32.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahuwah hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahuwah shall call.
But the Apostle Shaul in the book of Romans, of course, went on to qualify about who this means. It is not just calling on the name. He says, "Oh, can they call unless they were how can they hear unless they have a preacher? How can they preach unless they are sent?" And all of those things to qualify that. But we won't go into that today because our focus is on the 144,000. So let's look at the sealing of the 144,000, the untouchable army that we just read about. Revelation 6, verse 17.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Who shall be able to stand? And by Revelation 7 now we are hearing about the 144,000, Revelation 7, verse 1.
And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living allure. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our Lord in their foreheads.
The sealing of the servants of Yahuwah. And I think that is Revelation 13. Is that Revelation 13? Or Revelation 9. I mean Ezekiel 9, I think. Ezekiel 9, the sealing that took place in the book of Ezekiel. We just spoke about sealing. Let's see the similitude here. Ezekiel 9, start at verse 1.
He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, Cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth towards the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, and with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the splendor of the Lure of Yasharal was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahuwah said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
All right. So this is the sealing in the forehead there, the similitude in the book of Ezekiel. Now, look at the requirement for them to be marked. It has to be those that sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst. Now, if we are there not sighing or crying for the abominations that are being done on this earth and being done against our people and all of that, then how can we have the mark? The 144,000 will be those people who sigh and cry for all of the things that are happening in this world. Because how then will they execute the judgments of the Most High? Verse 5.
Yes.
Ezekiel 9:5.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man, upon whom is the mark, and being at my sanctuary, begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Aha. So after I marked them, then the rest of the people were just left for destruction. That is why in the book of Joel chapter 2, he tells you in Joel chapter 2 that you have to do what? Return to Yahuwah. Return to Yahuwah. Because anyone who has not returned to Yahuwah, they are going to be here in Revelation and Ezekiel 9:6. Continue. 9:7.
When I opened the Bible today, this is where I opened.
Wow.
This is exactly
Serious?
Yes.
You want to say it?
But so I was just telling Alder that when I opened the scriptures to this morning, this is exactly where I opened. Exactly, yes.
All praises.
Praise him.
All right, go to verse 7.
And he said unto them, Defile the house, and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried, and said, Ah, Yahuwah, Alua, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Yasharal in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? Then said he unto me, The iniquity of the house of Yasharal And Yehuda
is exceeding great.
Is exceeding great. And the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, Yahuwah hath forsaken the earth, and Yahuwah seeth not.
And you see, this is what is happening in this world. Everybody just take it for granted. We are here preaching and trying to tell them it's the time of the end. It is this and this, and everybody like, everybody as if they don't care. You see it? He says, for they say Yahuwah hath forsaken the earth and Yahuwah see it not. They just think Yahuwah doesn't, But hear what Yahuwah says in verse 10.
As for me also, mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their head. And behold, the man clothed with linen, which had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have
done as thou hast commanded me. What a destruction. This is what is coming, people. That's why we have to turn to Yahuwah with our whole heart. 144,000. Let's look at the ceiling of the 144,000 strong army. Oh, we looked at that already. Let me see. Revelation 7, what did we do? We did 4?
We did Revelation 7, we did up to
3.
3.
Alright, do 4.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Yasharal.
So there's the children of Yasharal were the 144,000. And the Most High, the 144,000, I don't believe are the only people the Most High is going to use. He's going to use others as well, but this is the core army of real righteous bad men that the Most High is going to use. Let's look at the militancy of the 144,000. Yirmiyahu 51, 17 to 24. This, Jeremiah 51, 17 to 24. Hold on, please. Read it, please.
Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish.
These are the idolaters, yeah? People like the Christians. And we're warning Christians, this worship of JC, it's idolatry. This is what it's speaking about. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. Verse 19.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Yasharal is the rod of his inheritance. Yahuwah Sabaoth is his name.
So this is why the 144,000 are of the 12 tribes of Yasharal. Yeah? Yasharal is the rod of his inheritance. It's his rod that he uses over and over again whenever he wants to execute his will. It is Yasharal. He chose Yasharal for several purposes. One of them is to be his rod, to execute his will upon the nations. That is why in the book, the Old Testament, these things, they wiped out certain nations, and he said, wipe them out. It's a rod of his inheritance. He uses them to do his will against the nations. Continue. Thou art my
battle axe.
Thou art my
battle axe.
And
weapons of war.
Yay, this is why we're telling you people that in the end it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a nice thing on this earth. The Gentiles are going to have their way for a while, but when the Most High activates his people, it's not going to be pretty. Continue.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Wait. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee break in pieces old and young. Oh, these are righteous people here, people. I want you to understand this thing. These are righteous people who are going to break what? In pieces what? The old and the young. By the way, skip to Psalm 137. The last verse there. Or the last two verses. This is going to show you righteousness. People with righteousness, hey, righteous judgment will make righteousness look like it is evil. Verse 8.
O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones.
Hey, this is righteous judgment that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. You fed our children to alligators. The Most High says, all right, and you dashed our children against the stones, against buildings. In Egypt, in one of the books, I think it's Joshua, it tells you that they made us cement our children in the walls. Yeah? The Most High is a righteous judge. And our righteousness in the end time is to execute his judgment. And when he tells our people in the end time to do certain things, people are going to say, well, that is wicked, that is sick. That's the horror story. Yeah? Go back to Jeremiah 51. Go do 22 again, please. With thee also I will break in pieces man and woman.
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
And we know the figurative meaning of shepherd and his flock. That has to do with religion, yeah? All right, continue. And I will render
unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion, in your sight, saith Yahuwah.
All right, so that's it. Babylon is going to get back what they did to us. And you see all of the things that will happen through his battle axe? Hey, 144,000. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. No, the 144,000 will not die. Except with a few exceptions. As we were telling you about the two witnesses that he will make die just for sure. But these are actually the two witnesses stand before Alua. They are more exalted than most people think or understand. So their death will be just be for sure. You know, when people talk about baptism, Christians, they say, oh, baptism is just for sure. Their death is gonna be for sure. God the Most High is gonna show people that, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah, and I have all power to do all of this. But most of the rest will not die. Joel 2 verse 8. We just look at it. And the reason most of these will not die is that most of them have already died. Because one thing we want to tell you about the 144,000, it is that these are souls of men that were already in the Bible and have died and have returned and will be placed into people in this world. We're going to look at that principle a little deeper. Okay? So when they come now to take their place in the millennial reign. That's what they come for. But they come to do some damage like they did before. Alright? Joel 2 verse 8.
Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
They shall not be wounded. Remember, we're telling you that they shall not die. Revelation 14, 1 to 5.
And I looked, and lo,
Sorry, and I forgot this one as well. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Yeah? So there are people in the end who will not die. In a moment, in a twinkle of an eye. I think we're going to look at that verse.
Also, Elder, it's
Go ahead.
appointed for man to die. It's appointed for man to die once, so that's why they can't die.
Yes. And in case you didn't hear that, he said, it is appointed for man to die once. So that is why they cannot die, because they have already died and their soul is now being put into someone. Okay? And then when they are transformed, then it's going to be trouble. Revelation 14, 1-5.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sang as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with woman, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto allure and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of allure.
All right. So here's a thing now with the 144,000. I used to believe that the 144,000 would only be men. But I am seeing it differently. Yeah, as we go deeper and learn more deeper. These are they which are not defiled with women. One thing that is consistent with the 144,000. Yeah, a lot of people say they're 144,000, but they ignore this part of it here. All our brothers are out there talking about multiple wives, piling on wives, thinking they can be 144,000. No. The 144,000, when it says not defiled with women, it means they have been separated. The Most High has set them apart. And you will find the 144,000 that these are people who actually separate themselves from their partners, and set themselves totally apart from other people. Now, there are other cases now where there are married people. I don't know or understand that part as well, how that works, because I do believe that there are people who are married who may be in this, but I don't understand how the Most High works with that part. But I can tell you, for those who are single, who the Most High sets apart for himself. When it says they are virgins, it doesn't mean that they have not had any intercourse. It means that this time the Most High sets them apart and no relationship. They are totally dedicated 100% to the Most High. So they will follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These are people who will be by the side of the Messiah wherever he goes. So let's look at the first resurrection and the activation of the 144,000. Revelation 20 verse 4. Revelation 20 verse 4.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahusha, and for the word of allure, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
So the first resurrection involved people who were beheaded, people who would not worship the beast, neither the image, nor receive his mark in his forehead, and they live with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So the 144,000 will be set apart people, will be people that are set apart. Now, those who were beheaded, those who were beheaded, I do not believe them to be the 144,000, because the 144,000 are set apart. There is a seal that is upon them that no one can touch them. Okay? So all of these other things would refer to the 144,000. Now, 1 Corinthians 15, 51 to 54, yeah, this is the activation. The activation of the 144,000. Remember we said earlier that if the 144,000 were there and trying to do things by their own strength, it will not work. They have to be transformed, they have to be changed. 1 Corinthians 15, 50, read it please.
Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Elohim, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible,
And we shall be changed.
For this corruptible must put on incorruptible, and incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
So, in a twinkle of an eye, we shall all be changed. This is the activation of the 144,000. We shall not all sleep. So those who are not sleeping, who are awake, that's the 144,000. This is what we tell people with this thing that they call the rapture. The rapture is the activation of the 144,000, those who are alive. And they shall be activated and come back on the earth. They shall be activated and be on earth. That's their activation for them to do the work of the Most High. This is the empowerment of them. Continue verse 54.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
All right. Death is swallowed up in victory. This is the transformation, the activation to become incorruptible. Is there a place when Hamashiach, when it was told that those who are activated, they will be able to transform from light, from human beings, just like angels, they will have the body of angels. It's a science fiction movie that's coming up, people. That's the long and short of it. Science fiction. Yeah. And then the showdown of the everlasting gospel. Revelation 14:6. This is where we're at to 8. Just read it, please, to just give people an update as to where we are. Revelation 14:6 to 8.
And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel, to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, and kindred, and tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Yahuwah, and give splendor to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of water.
You see what time has come? The hour of his judgment. The everlasting gospel, the activation of the 144,000. This is the time. That is the hour of his judgment, when the 144,000 is going to do their thing, to execute the judgment of the wrath of the Most High. So that is why it says, Fear Allah and give splendor to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. In Joel it tells you what? Return to Yahuwah, because of this great army that is coming. Verse 8.
And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Babylon is fallen. And remember in the book of Jeremiah, when we were speaking, Jeremiah 51, when we were speaking about the battle axe, right away it says, I will render unto the Chaldeans. It shows you it's the same time, the destruction of Babylon. This is the activation of the 144,000 in the end times. Now, as we told you earlier, scriptural men are among us in these end times. Daniel is here. Ezra is here. Zerubbabel is here. Eliakim is here. Yahukanan or John is here. Several other people are here. We're just giving you some examples. These people are here living among us and we do not know them. They do not even know themselves. The scriptures tell us. Daniel 12 verse 13. Let's go to them. Let's look at Daniel. The Most High promised these people that in the end time, you're going to come back. Daniel 12 verse 13. And we believe the Most High. We have been reading this thing for a while and we know when the Most High speaks, he's not lying. He's not a liar. His word cannot come back void. Verse 13.
But go.
Verse 12, sorry.
Blessed is he that waiteth, and cometh to the 1,305 days. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot
at the end of the days. Daniel, you are going to be in the end times. That's Daniel. Let's run through them little by little there. 2nd Ezra 14:9. Ezra also was promised. 2nd Ezra 14:9. Go ahead.
14. For you shall be taken away from all, and from henceforth you shall remain with my son, and with such as be like you, until the times be ended.
Until the times be ended, Ezra, you're going to come back. Zerubbabel is a very interesting character that most people do not know about Zerubbabel. Haggai 1:14-15. And we're going to go 2:18-23. Most people do not know about Zerubbabel, and the Most High promised that Zerubbabel will be coming in the end.
And
Hold on. I never understood this Zerubbabel until I started looking into it. Haggai 1:14?
1:14-15.
Yes.
And Yahuwah stirred up the spirits of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Yehuda, and the spirit of Yehusha, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of Elua Sabaoth, their Elua, in the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king.
So Zerubbabel rebuilt the temple there, the house of Yahuwah. But remember the date, the 24th day of the 6th month he did that. But when we go to Haggai chapter 2, and we go to verse 18, read it please.
Consider now from this day and upward, from the 24th day of the 9th month.
All right, it was the 24th day of the 6th month before, right? So he had already built the temple. So let's hear what the Most High is going to say.
Even from the day that the foundation of Yahuwah's temple was laid, consider it.
So the foundation of the temple was already laid. Continue. Verse 20.
And
No. Verse 19.
Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, as yet the vine, and the fig tree, and the pomegranate, and the olive tree hath not brought forth. From this day will I bless you.
Verse 20.
And again the word came to Haggai in the 24th day of the month, saying, Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Yehuda, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen.
End times.
And I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother. In that day, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith Yahuwah, and I will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth.
So the Most High has not yet, it's in the end times he's going to do all of this. And we're going to see Zerubbabel again to show you that he will be in the end times as well. A little bit more about him later on. Isaiah 22:17 to 21. This is Eliakim, Isaiah 22:17. Eliakim was a servant in one of the king's house, and the Most High in Isaiah 22 promised that he will do this to him. Isaiah, and we know that this is in the end times. 20, how much did I say?
22:17.
Isaiah what?
22 verse 17.
Oh, read it please.
Behold, Yahuwah will carry thee away with a mighty captivity, and will surely cover thee. He will surely violently turn and toss thee like a ball into a large country. There shalt thou die, and there the chariots of thy splendor shall be the shame of thy master's house. And I'll drive thee from thy stations, and from thy states shall he pull thee down. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will call my servant Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and I will clothe him with thy robe, and strengthen him with thy girdle, and I will commit thy government into his hand, and he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and to the house of Yehuda.
When our people return to Zion, Eliakim will be the one that will be ruling Jerusalem. Continue.
And the key of the house of Dawood will I lay upon his shoulder, so he shall open, and none shall shut, and he shall shut, and none shall open.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll fasten him as a nail in a sure place, and he shall be for a glorious throne to his father's house.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
And they shall hang upon him all the splendor of his father's house, the offspring and the issue, all vessels of small quantity, from the vessels of cups, even to all the vessels of flagons. In that day, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, shall the nail that is fastened in the sure place be removed, and be cut down, and fall, and the burden that was upon it shall be cut off, for Yahuwah hath spoken it.
For Yahuwah hath spoken it. So this has not happened as yet, and we know the Most High's word has to be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we are going back. So there is Eliakim that is here in this world. Eliakim, if you're hearing, shout out to you, wherever you are. Daniel, wherever you are. Zerubbabel, wherever you are. Wherever any of you are, shout out to you. We do know and are sure that these people are here today because we stand by the word of Yahuwah. Revelation 10, verses 9 to 11. Yahukanan, John the Revelator is here. Read it, please.
And I went unto the angel, and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
Aha. Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. That has not happened. When John wrote the book of Revelation, he was an old man in prison. John did not get the chance to do this. It is when he comes back, he will do it again. Many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. John is going to be prophesying before this new world order. Alright? As a matter of fact, we believe John to be one of the two witnesses. But that is another thing that probably another time we can go into and show you why we do believe so. Alright? So, let's go to the Testament as well. The Testaments of the Patriarchs also gives us evidence that the people will be coming back. Benjamin, Testament of Benjamin, page 88. 10:3 to 11:1. 88 I said.
Yes.
Yeah, read it please. Keep the Torah.
Keep the Torah of Yahuwah and his commandments, for I leave you these things instead of an inheritance.
Mhm.
Give them then to your children for an eternal possession. This is what Abraham, Ishak, and Jacob did. They gave us all these things as an inheritance, saying, Keep Elohim's commandments until Yahuwah reveals his salvation to all the tribes.
Mhm.
And
Then you will see who?
Enoch
Uh-huh.
and Seth
Hey.
and Abraham
Hey.
and Ishak
Hey.
and Jacob
Hey.
being raised up at the right hand in great joy.
All right. These people are going to be on the earth. Let me tell you something what's happening in this earth. It's a movie. It's a movie. All of these people are in the souls of other people. And when the end time comes, they're going to be activated. Crazy, doesn't it? It sounds crazy. Verse 7.
Then shall we also be raised, each of us
Over our tribe.
and we shall prostrate ourselves before the King of Shemayim.
Hey. Over our tribe. And where will there be tribes? In where? Zion. In Zion is where the tribes are going to line up. So if these people are going to come back to be raised up over their tribes, what is that telling us? It is in this time. So Yosef is here. Shout out to Yosef if you see this. It might sound so strange, but it's true. Benjamin, Reuben, Shimon, Asher, Naphtali, Zebulun. All of these leaders are here. And let me tell you something. If you are getting dreams that you are going to be the leader of your tribe, it's a rock of the father of your tribe that is in you. Yes? It's the rock of the father of your tribe that is in you. Continue, please.
Then shall we also, then all shall be changed, some destined for splendor, others for dishonor. For Yahuwah first judges Yasharal for the wrong she has committed. And then he shall do the same for all the nations.
All right. Look at all the verses that they used as to prove when it says Yasharal, he shall judge Yasharal first. This is not in any millennial reign. This is in the regular running. 1 Peter 4:17 is when it says, judgment shall begin at the house of Alua. Yeah? So when they're judging Yasharal first, it means that these men will be here, just like us at this time. Yeah? Verse 10.
Then he shall judge Yasharal by the chosen Gentiles, nations, people, as he tested Esau by the Midianites, who loved their brothers. You, therefore, my children, may your lot come to be with those who fear Yahuwah.
All right, we hear verse 11 now. Therefore,
my children, if you live in holiness, in according with Yahuwah's commandments, you shall again dwell with me in hope. All Yasharal will
be gathered to Yahuwah. So all of those long time people are coming back. That's what it's saying, people. You shall again dwell with me in hope, if you are righteous. They are going to be coming back. Read 11:1.
And I shall no longer be called a ravenous wolf on account of your rapine, but Yahuwah's workers, providing food for those who do good work.
All right, so let's go now to Zebulun, page 51, 1 to 3. Zebulun. And now, my children, Zebulun was about to die, and he told his children this.
And now, my children, do not grieve because I am dying, nor be depressed because I am leaving you. I shall rise again in your midst
As a leader among your sons. You don't want it plainer than that. You can't get it better than that. As a leader among your sons, that means among your descendants, I am going to rise among them and be leading them. Read it again, please.
And I shall rise again in your midst as a leader among your sons, and I shall be glad
In the midst of my tribe.
as many as keep the Torah of Yahuwah and the commandments of Zebulun their father.
Verse 3.
But Yahuwah shall bring down fire on the impious and will destroy them to all generations.
Just like in Benjamin, it says you have to be holy to qualify for this. Yeah? It's the holy ones that are going to be there with the leaders of their tribes. So let's get an example again. We just want to just rivet into us this principle of people coming back in people. Angel coming back as men. The promise of Michael, the angel Michael coming back. Daniel 12, verse 1.
And at that time shall Michael stand up.
Michael do what?
Stand up.
We're going to look at the meaning of stand up in the next slide, okay? So let's start over at verse 1 again.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth.
All right, don't go further. Hold on, I'm trying to find something here. I'm kind of. Yes, continue.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
So in short, the angel Michael is going to come back among us, and he's going to be the one to deliver us from the nations. All right? Verse 3.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
All right? Many shall run to and fro, knowledge shall increase. But Michael is going to return and be here to deliver the children of Yasharal. He will be the one, no doubt, who will be leading the children of Yasharal. So let's look at the meaning of stand up. It says in Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. Now, if we look at the meaning of stand up in the Blue Letter Bible, it is the word Ahmad, H5975. It means to stand, remain, endure, take one's stand. To take one's stand, to be in a standing attitude, stand forth, take a stand, present oneself. Present oneself. Michael shall present himself, attend upon, to be or become servant of. To stand still, stop moving or doing, to cease. To tarry, delay, remain, continue, abide, endure, persist, be steadfast. To stand up, to make a stand, hold one's ground. To stand upright, remain standing, stand up, rise, be erect, be upright. To arise, to appear. Then shall Michael appear. Then shall Michael arise. Then shall Michael come on the scene. Then shall Michael come on the scene. Then shall Michael stand forth. Then shall Michael appear. Then shall Michael rise up. This is it, people. Michael is going to be here. Michael is going to be here in the end time, standing up for his people. Let's get another example of angel coming back for men. Revelation 19, verse 9. Two more examples going to show angels as men. To show you that we're not just talking things because we have an audience. Read from verse 9 to 10, please.
And he said unto me, Write, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of Allure.
This is an angel speaking. And this is John now.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not.
Why must he not do it? Hear this.
I
am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahusha. This is an angel. An angel. And what did the angel say? I am thy fellow servant. So the angel takes on the form of a man. It is a man who is a servant. So when Michael comes now as an angel, Michael will be like us. He will be like no difference between him and us. Read 10 again, please.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahusha. Worship Allure, for the testimony of Yahusha is the ruach of prophecy.
Aha. Our fellow brethren. And again, we have the account from way back in Genesis of the angel coming as men, Genesis 18:1 to 2, and then we're going to go 19:1.
And Yahuwah appeared and the master appeared unto him.
And Yahuwah.
Okay. And Yahuwah appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day.
All right. When the angels come and the angels speak, yes, they speak as Yahuwah, and they are referred to as Yahuwah. It is not that they are Yahuwah. It is that they speak with the ruach of Yahuwah in them. Now, these people refer to them that way because they know that Yahuwah is not a man. So when they say Yahuwah came, it is speaking about the word of Yahuwah came. This is why the prophets, when they were speaking, they say, and the word of Yahuwah, the word says, and the word of Yahuwah came unto Isaiah saying. All right? So these are angels, and it says, and Yahuwah appeared unto him. And when Yahuwah appeared, verse 2 says,
And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself towards the ground.
3 men, and these were angels. Because in Genesis 19:1, because in the last verse in Genesis 18, it tells you that one of the men spoke to Abraham and went their way. So 3 minus 1 leaves 2. And they left as men, and we know what the angels went and did with Sodom and Gomorrah. Genesis 19:1.
And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat at the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
All right. So that is the angels as men. Okay? Now, the people of old, man, it's this poor circulation. The people of old knew about this principle. So that when Yahusha said to them, who do men say that I am? You see that these people knew about this principle. Matthew 16:13 to 16. Go ahead.
When Yahusha came to the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" And they said, "Some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets."
All right, now this is very important. He said, "Some say that thou art John the Baptist. Some say that thou art John the Baptist." But John the Baptist was in Yahusha's time. To show you how much understanding these people had, and how much a short space of time the Most High can take one ruach and put into someone. Or put it into two people, because Yahusha and John were at the same time. You see it? So if Yahusha and John were at the same time, and the people are saying, "You are John the Baptist," that means the same ruach can be in two people. Why? It can be. Because why? The people have their individual personalities. They just have certain traits. They have traits of the person's soul that they get. So for example, John the Baptist was called Elias. And he had certain traits of Elias, but he had his own personality as well. So this John the Baptist is very important, and because John was in the same time. So some say that you are Elijah, and some say they are Jeremiah or one of the prophets. Hamashiach did not say, "No, I cannot be those people." Verse 15, what does he say?
He saith unto them, "But whom say ye that I am?"
Mm-hmm.
And Simon Peter answered and said, "Thou art the Mashiach, the son of the living Elua."
All right. So Kepha was able to identify, no, you're not one of those prophets. You are the son of the living Elua. And let's look at Elijah has already come. Matthew 17, verse 10.
And his disciples asked him, saying, "Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come?" And Yahusha answered and said unto them, "Elias truly shall first come, and restore all things. But I say unto you, that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them."
Verse 13.
Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of Yehukanan the Baptist.
So John the Baptist has already, Elijah has already come in John the Baptist. Now there is a book. Let me first explain something here. There are certain books that we use and other books that we find that we do not actually share it with everyone, because the word says, "Prove all things, hold fast that which is good." Some of these books are so deep and hard to understand and all of that, it can easily lead people into confusion. So we don't actually, just publicly go out and share the books, but we get what we get from them and get understanding from them. So one of these books gave us more insights into this Elijah being in John the Baptist. So we can understand the principle of how souls are put into different people. So this book reads, it's about Elijah has already come. This was Hamashiach that was speaking. He was speaking on behalf of the Word. He was speaking as the Word, as to how the Word placed the soul of Elijah into John the Baptist. And he said, "It came to pass when I had come into the midst of the rulers of the aeons, that I looked down on the world of mankind by command of the first mystery. I found Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptizer, before she had conceived him, and I sowed into her a power which I had received from the little Ayah, the good, who is in the midst, that he might be able to make proclamation before me, and make ready my way, and baptize me with the water of the forgiveness of sins. That power then is in the body of John. So John was there for a purpose, and the Word chose a Ruach to be in John so that he can achieve the purpose. So whatever purpose the Most High has in the end time, he has chosen these different characters in the Bible to let them return to the earth so that his purpose can be achieved. That John was Elias in a former birth. Hamashiach went on to say, moreover, in place of the soul of the ruler which he was appointed to receive, I found the soul of the prophet Elijah in the aeons of the sphere. And I took him thence, and took his soul, and brought it to the Virgin of Light. They brought it to the sphere of the rulers, and cast it into the womb of Elizabeth. So the power of the little Iau, who is in the midst, and the soul of the prophet Elijah, they were bound into the body of John the Baptizer. This is how it's done, people. This is how things are done in the spiritual realm. And he continued, for this cause then were ye in doubt aforetime. When I said unto you, John said, I am not Hamashiach. And ye said unto me, it standeth written in the scriptures, when Hamashiach shall come, Elijah cometh before him, and maketh ready his way. But when ye said this unto me, I said unto you, Elijah verily is come, and hath made ready all things, as it standeth written. And they have done unto him as they would. And when I knew that ye had not understood that I had discoursed with you concerning the soul of Elijah, which is bound into John the Baptist, I answered you in the discourse in openness, face to face. If ye like to accept John the Baptizer, he is Elijah, of whom I have said that he will come. Yes? That's what we're telling you, people. That people, these souls are being brought back in this end time for this big, big, happy deliverance of Yasharal. All right, so we were speaking about Zerubbabel. And we're going to show that he is here in the end times because the two candlesticks, we're going to look at the two candlesticks. And the two candlesticks refer to the two witnesses, and to show that Zerubbabel will be around at the time with the two witnesses. Let's go to the two witnesses in the book of Revelation 11, verses 1 to 3.
And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, rise and measure the temple of Yahuwah, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. And the Kadosh city shall they tread under foot 40 and 2 months. And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees, and the two candlesticks standing before Yahuwah of the earth.
All right, these are the two witnesses. Now we have done over 440 something, 50 something videos. And at one of the videos, I spoke about the two witnesses. And people used to ask me, why don't you speak about the two witnesses? Because I never got any insights about certain things surrounding them, and I did not want to speak in error. But now I'm getting more understanding of the two witnesses. It says, these are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks. And that is why we told you that one of them is Yahukanan, who would prophesy before kings, etc. So these two witnesses are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the Alua of the whole earth. Now remember that, two olive trees and two candlesticks. Now let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verses 1 to 14. The two witnesses and Zerubbabel. Zechariah chapter 4. Verse, what did I say?
Chapter, I think it's 11 going down if you want
11.
the olive trees.
No, verse 1 to 14.
Wonderful. And the angel that talked with me came again and waked me, as a man that wakeneth out of his sleep.
No, Zechariah chapter 4, verse 1. And the angel that talked with me came again. Oh, yes, yes. My mind is too many places. Sorry. Continue, verse 2.
Okay. And said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold, a candlestick, all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps thereon, and 7 pipes to the 7 lamps, which are upon the top thereof, and 2 olive trees by it,
There's 2 witnesses. Continue.
one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof. So I answered and spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my master? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said unto me, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my master. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of Yahuwah unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my ruach, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel, thou shalt become a plain, and he shall bring forth the headstone thereof, with shoutings, crying, Grace, grace unto it. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hands shall also finish it. And thou shalt know that Yahuwah Sabaoth has sent me unto you. For who hath despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice, and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those 7. They are the eyes of Yahuwah, which run to and fro through the whole earth.
So that is why we say Zerubbabel is going to be very important in the end times. But we're looking at the connection between him and the 2 witnesses now. Continue.
Then answered I and said unto him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, and upon the left side thereof? And I answered again, and said unto him, What be these 2 olive branches, which through the 2 gold pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be?
Yep.
And I said, No, my master. And he said,
These are the 2 anointed ones
that stand by the Yahuwah of the whole earth.
All right. So these are the 2 witnesses. So Zerubbabel will be around at the time of the 2 witnesses. Okay. Now, also in the end times, the northern kingdom will be exalted. Isaiah 11 verses 11 to 16. I think we did this before. I think we said this before in a teaching that in the end time that both northern and southern kingdom, it will not be Judah alone again being exalted and Levi. All the tribes will be exalted so that there will be no jealousy between the tribes once again. And even in Jerusalem, that all of them will take up residence there. It will not be the northern kingdom far away from Jerusalem. And when I mean far, I don't mean distance. I'm speaking, I mean totally away from Jerusalem. The Most High is going to put them together once again. Another aspect of the end time strange salvation. Isaiah 11 verses 11 to 16.
And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahuwah shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Yasharal, and gather together the dispersed of Yehuda from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Yehuda shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Yehuda, and Yehuda shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. And they shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them.
All right. So this is unity once again. They will not envy one another, and where they are going to war, they are all going to unite against the nations once again. All right. So this is why the 144,000 of all the 12 tribes. It's unity once again. So in the book of Enoch, and I guess I missed, which verse was this again? Let me go and see if I can get it here. In the book of Enoch, it told us about it tells us about the righteous, how the righteous will deal with the sinners, which goes back to what we were saying about it's 103, I think. Let me go. Enoch. 150. 103. I'm trying. All right. In the book of Enoch, it spoke several times about how the righteous will destroy the sinners. I'm trying to find that. All right, I cannot find it, but that's how I intended to end it. But boy, it is has eluded me. But the bottom line is that in the end, and we'll have to finish this because it's getting cold here. In the end, the righteous will be activated, as we said. Let me give a summary. The 144,000 will be activated, and they will become the Most High's battle axes. They will execute the Most High's will, and they will be comprise people who have returned, people who have been on earth before, and their souls will be put into people of today. And these people will not even know themselves who they are, and they will not be able to see, because even when John the Baptist was here, they did not know that Elias was here. If Hamashiach did not tell them, they would not have known. Okay? But what we're going to have in the end time, we're going to have one big movie that is taking place. If you thought you are seeing movies now, this world is a movie, you are in for something else. The only thing with this movie is make sure that you are righteous. Because if you're not righteous, it's going to be a bitter, bitter experience. This is why we have to seek out Yahuwah right now with all our hearts. Right? Because when things are being executed, we want to be on the right side. We want to be those who are being spared. Yeah? Not those who are under the righteous judgment of the Most High, because Yahuwah will not spare. Remember when we read in Ezekiel 9, he says, I will not spare. I will not spare. All right, so that was just a little introduction into the strange salvation, and this strange salvation is actually the salvation of people. So for example, if say for example, the soul of someone is in a person, that person will be redeemed, but that soul that is in him will receive the promise of the Most High to be brought back on the earth in the end of days. Okay? So that's it. Is there any? I wanted to read in Enoch how much when Enoch speak about the righteous destroying the sinners, and how I couldn't understand it at all. When I used to read it, I used to say, righteous, these people are righteous. And how is it saying that in the end they're going to wipe out the sinners and they're going to do this with the wicked? How can they be righteous and do that? But now we understand the righteous judgment of the Most High. All right? You have anything to say? Let me go to YouTube and see what, if there are any questions. All right, 87 watching, that's a nice number. All right. Yeah? You talk about that. Talk about it. We can probably do it another time because there's so much to it. We can just cut it up. Alright. It is passed on through your seed. Your seed came from the root of what tree? Babylon is left behind, took flight out. Now in south I am out, all praises. Now I rely on faith to guide. Feels very strange. That's what Israelisha. Alright, another person in SA. Sister Icy says reincarnated or risen from the dead. Oh wow. It is awesome how the Most High works to accomplish His will. No matter what the world plots, the Most High has the master plan. Alright. Baruch says shalom. Every Baruch Yahuwah described is here. You see it? The living world like a movie, Yada Yahuwah. To the remnant when I call, will you hear my word? Will you seek the voice of him who is calling you out of darkness in the midst of the wilderness? Alright. The world is a stage. The memories of who you are will be taken away from you on the earth until I call for you. Read the Song of Moses and understand. Oh. The Song of Moses. Where is that again? Great and marvelous are thy words, thou King of the saints. Is that it? Exodus 15. Verse 1. You want to read it?
Then sang Moshe and the children of Yasharel the song unto Yahuwah, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahuwah, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yahuwah is my strength and song. He is become my salvation. He is my allure, and I will prepare him an habitation, my father's allure, and I will exalt him.
Yahuwah
Yahuwah
is a man of war.
Yahuwah is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them, they sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahuwah, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Allure, hath dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue,
I will overtake.
I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword. My hand shall destroy them.
That's the same thing they're going to be doing now in these end times. Go ahead.
Thou didst blow thy wind. The sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Yahuwah, among the gods? Who is like thee, splendor in kadoshness, fearful in praise, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them.
The earth, you see the earth?
The earth again.
Yes, continue.
Thou in thy mercy hast led forth thy people, which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy kadosh habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of
Palestina.
Then the Jukes of Edom
Shall be amazed.
The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine army they shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Yahuwah, till the people pass over which thou hast purchased.
So it's going to be again. That's how we're going to enter. Eh? Yes. That's how it's going to go when they enter in Zion. They're going to have to willingly give up. Everything is going to be on them so much they cannot manage it.
Yes.
They have to just give up and say, okay, go, go, go.
Oh, praises.
Continue.
Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Yahuwah, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Yahuwah, which thy hands have established. Yahuwah shall reign forever and ever. For the house of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and Yahuwah brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Yasharal went on dry land.
In the midst of the sea. Yada Yahuwah, all praises to his name. All right, let me continue and see if any more questions. All right. No, Yahusha won't be here in another human being form. No, he won't be here as Yahusha. But remember, the Ruach that is in us is called the Ruach Hamashiach. So the Ruach Hamashiach, the word Ruach HaKadosh, is already in us. So that is Yahusha in us, but Yahusha is in many of us through Ruach HaKadosh. And that is the Ruach that leads us and guides us. And it is also the Ruach of the Father, as he said in John 17, I in them and thou in me, that they may all be perfect in one. So that is the key with Yahusha. It's his Ruach in us that makes all of us in oneness with him and with the Father. Yeah, question about the angels with Lot. Sister Shaka said, yes, I believe this, but the New Age witchcraft twisted it and made the reincarnation doctrine where we all go from one life to another. That's it. One body to another. That's wrong. I agree with you. It's not reincarnation. As I said, the person has their own personality, but they have a part of the ruach of the person in them. So there are certain traits of the person in them. Okay?
Sorry, Elder.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's also important to understand that it's not reincarnation, because reincarnation is you forcing the thing to happen. Whereas with this, it's the Most High has full control of it.
Yes.
So you don't have full control of when you come back, where you go, and all of that. It's it's higher power of the Most High that has full control. Whereas with reincarnation, it's you. It's like divination. It's you who's forcing things to happen.
Very, very important point. There's the Most High who plays all the cards. All right, and Michael was speaking about the book of Tobit, where an angel disguised as a man and went with his son on a journey. I forgot about that one. It's the angel Raphael. Thank you very much. Raphael came as a man. I understand that we might have angels among us now, but there is a reason that knew them and not the other. The same reason Abraham knew them. I won't get into that conversation. Huh?
Can I say this?
Yes, let's go ahead.
I think the reason why Abraham and the people of old could see angels is because they were a higher level spiritually than we are.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, so they could obviously identify the different different beings on the earth much more easier than we do. But as the ages have gone on, obviously our spiritual eyes have gotten more and more closed, so that's why it seems impossible. But in that time, the people were far more spiritually ascended than us, so they could be able to identify spiritual beings much easier than us.
All right, and Byron Wheeler, you said Abraham met the Lord face to face. I don't know if you're talking about Yahuwah, but the word says no man has seen Yahuwah at any time. So the Lord that he saw was an angel. Just like when Moses with the burning bush, when he said he saw Yahuwah, that was an angel. It tells you in the book of Acts that it was an angel that Moses saw. Omar says, I believe Baruch will be one of the witnesses. Please see 2 Baruch 13:3 on page 8. You have 2 Baruch 13:3? Hey! Shalom Baruch, Shalom Omar. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen you. 2 Baruch 13 verse 3 on page 8, he says. Yeah.
Because you have been astonished at what has befallen Zion, you shall therefore be assuredly preserved to the consummation of the times, that you may be for a testimony.
So Baruch also is coming back again as well. We should have read that. I forgot to add that to it. The thought came to me, and then to find it, and then I just, yeah. So Baruch will also be there, and he will be a testimony. So I don't know what that testimony is. It sounds like a witness, of course, but I don't think he will be the two witness at all. But yeah. Where are we? Up. Oh, wow, the chat is very active today. Um, Sissy Isis says this teaching was beautiful. I don't want to miss this movie. I hope to feature. Uh, yes, Mavis was asking about the feast calendar. Boy, I need to really put out the feast calendar, but boy, still have some little things to iron out. But you can look for the Passover. It's October 5th. Sunday, October 5th is Passover Day. You can start from there. But we will put it out, Mavis. All right. What is this? CH. And I saw written on them that generation upon generation shall transgress, till a generation of righteousness arises, and transgression is destroyed, and sin passes away from the earth. Enoch. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Cain is still here deceiving people? People here on the earth. People here on the earth never heard mention of him dying. That's very interesting. Because go ahead. Because just as how you have the righteous people that are gonna return, you must have the evil to make this consummation. Go ahead.
It's a very funny one, but I used to watch a series called Shadow Hunters on Netflix. I'm sure some people might know it. And in that series, it spoke of they found Cain living in the sewage systems underneath New York, and he had never died. So he was just like secretly living there for a very, very long time.
Ooh.
So I'm just it's sort of, when I see the comments, I just thought of that. That probably also even the wicked ones who have done wickedly will also still not will also be back to do what they need to do still.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's a good one. Listen to this. Yahuwah's daughter. All week long, I keep encountering the plains of Mamre. Been wondering after its significance. Just Google it and guess where it is. Oh, South Africa. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway. So it's still cold there. The first day of spring was the 23rd. The 22nd, I think. Yes, it's still cold. It was warm today, and then usually in the evening the temperature just plummets, and that's what has happened. Oh yes, I have seen many videos by now with old maps of Africa with ancient places on them, and heard testimonials of several different African tribes saying their language is similar, if not the same, I think she wanted to say. It is spring, but like the rest of the world, it takes time to warm up. Yes, indeed. Where is it? Yeah. Cersei said it's 85 degrees in Jamaica, so I'm sure you're not. So I'm sure you're not there. Hey. Just last night I was listening Baruch's testimony about the Paleo Hebrew. Hoping it's the same brother Baruch. Oh, the same Baruch in the chat. Yes, it's the same one. All right, let me bed. There was a scripture in Enoch, I don't know. All right, this is going a bit too long and we are getting cold. I do hope and know you will appreciate where we are. And thank you for being there with us. And do continue to check out Just a Word and our radio station, Jaw Radio, and our website, justaword.org. And I'm here with Etikan and Mikael. Cold. But thank you and shalom, 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 shalom.